As an organisation, Commodity Creatives is all about kind of engaging with the community and collaborating with organisations that help us lean into difficult conversations that have to be heard and listened to. And I'm really excited to be working with Matt Foster of the Dads Club on a project that's really dear to me that's just exploring and doing some listening around men's mental health. So Matt, could you tell us about the Dads Club?
Yeah, of course. Dad's Club is about 5 years old now, and it sprung from an idea when I became a dad at the age of 30, which was a little over 5 years ago now. And and when my second child was born, sorry, I need to start again.
Okay, we'll cut that. I'll cut that bit.
Okay, so I'll just cut from the Dad's Club bit. Yep. So Dad's Club sprung from an idea after my second child was born, and I began to see gaps in support services in the area for men, and there were conversations taking place with people in my social circle who were experiencing difficulties, and there was a suggestion that maybe I should set up a Facebook group, and I sort of dwelled on that for a few weeks and eventually went for it. And thanks to mums in Southsea Mums and Babies groups, they saw what was happening and they started telling their partners. And before we knew it, we had over 1,000 local dads looking to join this group and be part of the page. And it was at that point then really that I knew that there was something in it, and it wasn't just me being overthinking it or trying to be fanciful, and it obviously proved that men did care. And you know, we started off just doing coffee meets, and it grew from there to the point where we eventually got funding and it became my job, and we then got more funding and more people came on board, more ideas, more collaboration, to the point today where we're able to be, you know, a flagship pioneering service, not just in the city where we're based, but we're the example nationally now of what can be done with dads and the support. And obviously, given how we came to work with yourselves, start to look at those difficult conversations with men and mental health, and as we'll get into in a moment, particularly, you know, passing that role model torch down, you know, looking at our younger selves, looking at the men of tomorrow. And you know, Dad's Club, it's all about positive role modeling. It's all about being the best dad you can be. It's not an activist group in any way. It's not angry dads who are separated and have got some kind of bee in their bonnet about the court systems or women. It is literally just dads who enjoy being dads, love their kids,
just trying to survive.
Yep, being very. They want to be involved in their kids' lives. Times have changed, society has changed, men have changed and evolved. And it's not about dads babysitting anymore, it's about dads being co-parents. And that is what Dad's Club is all about.
We adore that about you and the organisation, and that's why you fit so beautifully with the project that's hopefully going to turn into a short film about men's mental health and some storytelling around that. And we were both involved in a listening exercise, weren't we?
Yeah, it was
last week.
It was an experience that I feel really privileged to actually be part of. The Dad's Club members that came along and shared their very heartfelt experiences of mental health and their stories. It was very touching. I came away changed from that.
And I'm really proud of the men of Portsmouth who just have chosen, the men that were involved in just telling their stories and experiences around mental health, to being so vulnerable, and hopefully will do that justice. And excited to be involved in the project alongside Joe of Over the Hill Productions, and Gavin of Voyage Creative, so they're involved as well, and also Sassy from My Boy Can Dance, because who needs a project if it's not complicated? So we're going to have some dancing there as well.
Absolutely, and
to
the work
explore that.
Sassy's doing with My Balkan is so good, particularly when our broad theme with this project is around, you know, young adolescents, male and mental health, those people who are growing up and are yet to experience these issues. And Sassy and the work she's doing around masculinity and young men within our city is so important, and that's why she's perfect as a partner in this project.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for kind of letting us know a little bit more about who you are and what you're about. I look forward to working with you some more.
Absolutely, yeah, really excited.
Cheers.